In today's video, we'll be creating Foodie, which is an app for finding and reserving tables at nearby restaurants. Let's start by adding in the application name, choosing a mobile theme, and clicking Create Application. Then let's add our first form titled Kitchen. In this form, we'll simply add a text field titled Kitchen. After, we'll close out and create a view titled Kitchen with Kitchen checked. Then we'll click User Mode and add kitchens to our app. Once we've got them all added, we'll go back to design mode and add a new form titled Reservation Time. In the Reservation Time form, we'll simply add a text field titled Reservation Time, create a view for this form, then add some records exactly like the kitchens. We're simply adding records that will be used later on in other forms of this app. Once we've finished, we'll go back to design mode and add a new form titled Restaurant. Let's start by adding a document management section at the top of this new form and title it Photos. We'll then add 3 text fields titled Location, Name of the Restaurant, and Address of the Restaurant in the Restaurant Standard section. Below that, we'll add a Yes/No field titled Parking. And then let's add a memo field titled Description. Next, we'll add a combo box titled Kitchen, with Kitchen as the form, field, search field, and number 1 in display order. Under the combo box, let's add a text field titled Contact Person with edit set to false and the following default value. Next, we'll add a number field titled Contact Number followed by a button titled Submit with Edit, Read, and View mode checked. Then let's hit Save for the button and add an on-click Save Record event. After, we'll add a text field titled Restaurant Add Submitted. Then we'll go back to the Submit button and add the following event. On click, set value, Restaurant Add Submitted field, and Yes in single quotations. We'll add the event, then click Edit, and add the following visibility formula. Now let's add another text field, this one titled Add Owner with visibility set to false and the following default value. Below that, we'll add another text field, this one titled Guest Email with the following calculated formula and visibility set to false. Let's then click on the restaurant column and make the width 50%. This will give us room to add another column, which we'll leave titled as New Column, and give it a 50% column width as well. We'll start by adding a discussion section titled Reviews. And then a standard section titled Approval. Inside the approval section, we'll add a yes/no field titled Approved. Let's now close out and add a new form titled Reservation. In this form, we'll start by adding a combo box titled Restaurant Name colon with restaurant as the form and name of the restaurant checked as the search field with the one display order. After, we'll add a few text fields titled Restaurant Name, Guest Email, Number of Guests, and Guest Phone Number. On the guest's phone number field, let's add a US phone number input mask. Below the text fields, we'll add a date field titled Reservation Date, followed by a combo box titled Reservation Time. Let's make reservation time the form, check reservation time, make it the search field, and finally number 1 in display order. After, we'll add a text field titled Cancelled. Then we'll add a standard section titled Hidden Section. In the Hidden Section, we'll add 2 text fields titled Reserved and add owner's email. Next, let's add a data grid subform section titled Calculation with criteria based checked, reservation as the form, number of guests checked, as well as being number 1 in display order, reservation date filter set to equals reservation date, reservation time filter set to equals reservation time, reservation time, and restaurant name filter to equals restaurant name. In the calculation section, we'll then add a text field titled Total Number of Guests with the following calculated formula. Under that, we'll add another text field, this one titled Count with the following calculated formula. Next, let's add a button titled Submit Reservation with Edit, Read, and View Mode checked, a visibility formula, and the following edit formula. Once we save it, we'll add the following button events. First, on-click, Save Record. Then on-click, Set Value, Reserved Field, and Yes in single quotations. We'll then add another button, this one titled Cancel Reservation with Edit, Read, and View Mode checked, and the following visibility control formula. After we save, we'll add the following button events. First, on-click, Save an email, email to add owner's email, a quick subject and body, and include link to record checked. Second, on-click, Set Value, and Yes in single quotations. Now let's click on the restaurant name combo box and add the following visibility control formula. Next, we'll click on the restaurant name text field and add the following calculated and visibility control formulas. After, let's click the guest name text field, make edit false, and add the following default value formula. We'll then click on guest email, make edit false, and add the following default value. Let's then click on the cancel text field and add the following visibility control formula. Next, we'll add a Unite Names field into the hidden section and title it Restaurant Add Owner. We'll then click Specific Names and add Greg Lee as the add owner. Below that, we'll add another Unite Names field, this one titled App Owner. We'll then click Specific Names and add Rob Summers as the app owner. Let's now close out and go to the restaurant form, where we'll add a standard section titled Hidden Section to the top of the new column. In the hidden section, we'll add two Unite Names fields exactly like in the last form. Once we're done with that, we'll click on the Approval section and add the following visibility formula. Then we'll add a data grid subform section titled Reservation to the top of the new column. Let's then add a visibility formula, check criteria based, reservation as the form, add owner's email filter to equals add owner, guest email filter to equals guest email, guest name checked with the number 3 display order, number of guests checked with the number 2 display order, and reservation time checked with the number 1 display order. We'll then click on the Approved field and add the following event: on changed, save an email, email to add owner, a quick subject and a body, and include link to record checked. We'll then close out and go to the views and add a new view titled Reservations with reservation as the form and the following checked. We'll then save, click back, and add the following predefined filters. Next, let's add another view, this one titled Restaurants with restaurant as the form and the following checked under field names. Our final view will be titled App Owner View with Restaurant as the form and the following checked. We'll then save, click back, and add the following visibility control. Let's now go to our views to delete the kitchen and reservation time views, which were only used so that we could add the reservation times and kitchen types at the beginning. After, let's go to the restaurants view and click Mobile View Designer, where we'll change the look of the view by dragging and dropping fields until we get the desired look. We'll then click on Restaurant and click on the Submit button to add the following button event. On click, go to View, Restaurants. Next, we'll click on the Restaurant Add Submitted Text field and check Visibility Control so it makes it false. After, we'll click on the Hidden section and check the Visibility Control so it makes it false. Let's now close out and go to the reservation form, where we'll click on the Submit Reservation button and add the following button event. On click, go to View, Reservations. Next, let's click Show Advanced Options at the top and add the following visibility control formula to the Edit, Delete, and New buttons. For the Save button, we'll just check Visibility Control so that it sets it to false. Then we'll click the Hidden section and check Visibility Control so it makes it false, and do the same for the Calculation section. Finally, we'll move the Submit and Cancel Reservation buttons up, the Cancel text field down, as well as click Add Owner's Email to make editability false, and add the last default value formula. This video is just a brief demonstration of how Web App Generator can save you great amounts of time and money when creating mobile and desktop apps. Visit webappgenerator.com today to start creating your apps.